everyone goes through this at some point in their lives. You know what I'm saying?
My name is Adam. I make cartoons as a job and also for fun. Like the studio work I do is for a studio called Titmouse, and we make a show called KIF.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hello, my name is Brooke Burnett. I'm currently working as a keyframer artist for Jaden Animations.
I cast my first card.
I started drawing, I think, before I could even talk. It began even before I really understood even what it was. I always had pencils in my hands and I was always doodling, and my parents sort of liked to joke that, like, if there's anything I'd rather be doing, it was always drawing.
I guess it comes from the family, you know? I was lucky that my parents were very supportive of us doing art stuff. So we always had plenty of sketchbooks and papers and pens, and even like draw our own comics and stuff like that.
So the things that inspire me currently, I think, are just a lot of the things that my peers are putting out, or things that I'm seeing on social media by a lot of other up-and-coming artists, or even artists that are well established. It's just the community of artists that have sort of flooded social media is truly inspiring, and it's really cool because it's also a place where you can talk to them and receive firsthand insight of how they perhaps did a certain thing or create a certain piece of artwork.
A lot of the times if I see something weird or funny, I'll take a picture of it. Or if I see someone else's weird, funny picture, I'll save that, put it in a big folder. There was one image I saw of this crazy stairway on the side of a building that didn't really make any sense. Like this strange exterior. And I thought that would be a cool setting for a cartoon.
The ways in which my professional work have benefited me and taught me about things that I'm using in my personal work. I think the first really big instance in where I learned and picked up a lot was my internship for Hellosaurus. There was no strict program in which we were using to create art, but there was one assignment that I had where I had to animate their mascot character popping in and out of frames so they could reuse that for a loading screen. And I didn't quite know everything about Toon Boom Harmony at this point, which is the software that I had been using for my animation assignments. And it's just so happened that another one of the art interns was a graduate of SVA, a recent grad, and she was like, oh, well, I can teach you certain things about Toon Boom that I think will be helpful for you, and exporting things as a transparent sequence, or in teaching you about this thing called the node view. And so she gave me a really short but very insightful crash course, and it wasn't even something that she had to do. It was just because she wanted to help me understand more about the program. It really inspired me to learn more about the little breadcrumbs that there were more than breadcrumbs, but she had just touched the surface of all of its capabilities. And now I'm animating in Toon Boom in any opportunity I have, and using all the things that she's taught me and then some. That sort of instance where somebody would hop on a call and show me how to use this facet of a program or discuss the pipeline has followed me. That would happen sometimes for Helva Boss, and that would happen sometimes for Jaden Animations, just between coworkers. And I've tried to hold tight to that mindset too of furthering information and sharing information with people. It doesn't benefit you just to keep it all to yourself.
Whoa.
I think it's gone both ways. I think through doing storyboards and revisions, I'm able to do that more quickly with my own stuff, and also be able to catch when things will work or when things won't work, or what's feasible or what's easy, so I don't plan a whole bunch of really weird, complicated scenes and then have to do them.
Easy bake oven. Huh. Nothing easy about this mess. Not in the slightest.
When you're on a team, you have a whole bunch of people to hold you accountable. Like if you're doing something that's not quite working well, the rest of the team can come with their ideas and their input, so that helps a ton. But then when you're on your own stuff again, all of a sudden you're the guy who has to make the decisions. Before KIF, it was a preschool show called Duck and Goose, and that was revisions, and that was also Titmouse. That was the first out of college job I had, and it was nice because being able to see the first pass and then the work that gets done to it after to bring it up to being ready for animation. So it's all just learning.
But I'm also this fellow here that I'm creating. He is for a webcomic. Without giving too much away, I wanted to create an alien perspective on the human condition, especially in the realm of relationships, both romantic and platonic. Our alien guy, his name is Manny, and travels across various different realms and worlds, and finds himself wrapped up in various different encounters and relationships with different people. And it kind of the main reason I want to create this is because experiencing emotions, especially for the first time, if it's a very new emotion for an individual, can feel like an alien experience. And I wanted to translate that through this person, which we as humans can hopefully relate to, just to show that they're not alone in these things that might be difficult or seem weird and odd.
I'm so cold. Everything is so...
Kids! Pizza bagels are ready!
Pizza
Oh,
bagels!
right, pizza bagels!
It's an older one. Well, it's 1 year old. But one of the things I like that I did was a short called What Lies Beneath, which is about a fish that lives in the Gulf hole and eats the golf balls that come down.
Oh, me? I live in the last hole and eat the golf balls when they come down. And yes, I do have the latest consoles.
And I think what I like about it is that it was just a dumb, quick idea, but something that I decided to just put a lot of work into because them ideas deserve effort too. That one in particular, I had a lot of fun trying to mix mediums with 2D backgrounds and 3D backgrounds and 3D props and 2D animation and 3D animation and try to make people think about how it was done. Because that was always really inspirational to me, watching Gorillaz music videos or other kind of mixed media styles and thinking about the process by which it was made, and kind of reverse engineer it in your head.
Okay, I gotta go now. I gotta,
Wow.
It's been especially hard post graduating, just because it was so much of my life to just sort of drive past burnout and just ignore it, even though that is so not beneficial to a healthy mental space in the realm of creating. But I found that just getting outside, spending time with friends, being very socially involved, at least for me because I'm an extrovert, just to step away every now and again and do something that's not related to art, I think I feel more inspired when I sort of take time off and then am filled with all these new experiences.
God darn it. Keep rolling.
Every single project has stressful, crazy moments and really fun, creatively fulfilling moments. With independent animation, well, there's a lot more experimentation happening. You don't have to get someone's permission to try some funky, weird thing. You don't have to worry about if this is going to be profitable or even if anyone's going to like it. Hopefully they do, but you're just making something. And that's important for any art.
I cannot freaking believe my eyes.
Truly a grim vision of things to come.